Several days after the snow stopped falling, our winter storm is still causing problems in parts of the Bluegrass State. A look at the damage at a popular tourist spot now at 4.
And a little bit of melting snow finally out there across central and eastern Kentucky for your Monday. Up next, we'll check on a little temperature slide that is on the way for Tuesday.
Crews are working to fix part of a central Kentucky road that collapsed over the weekend. We'll show you the sinkhole.
This is WKYT News at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Jennifer Palumbo. The major winter storm is gone, but it's still causing some issues in parts of Kentucky. One of the hardest hit places is the popular tourist spot, Lake Cumberland. Officer Don shot this video from Sky First of the damage to marinas there. We'll have more on that in a moment, but first, WKYT Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has a first look at the forecast. And Chris, a bit of a warm-up today.
Yeah, temperatures today hitting 40 plus into much of the area, so the drip, drip, drip that you're hearing out there is some of that deep, deep snowpack finally starting to melt a little bit. It's going to take a while, though, especially as we track a little bit of a temperature dip coming up over the next few days. Snowy scene, some sunshine over top of us with some clouds that are increasing ahead of our next system. That southerly wind at 16 miles an hour really boosting those thermometers into the 40s this afternoon. That southerly wind is out ahead of this cold front that is off to the west. That does have colder air coming in behind it. It's a seasonal brand of cold that is on the way for the next couple of days. Moisture supply with this fairly limited, so what we're picking up right now on your Defender radar network would be just a little spotty light rain into parts of Indiana. That'll come sweeping eastward tonight with some light rain showers tomorrow, and as we go into the afternoon, potential is there for a couple of snowflakes. As we go through the evening, look at the temperature trend. We're going to hold pretty much steady right around 40 degrees into most areas. By 11 o'clock, there is an outside chance for a shower or two. Cold front moves through, a little touch of some light rain and some snowflakes. Overall, though, the pattern is calming down from this extreme winter weather that we've had over the past few weeks. We'll let you know just how long we do stay calm. Jennifer with the full 7-day forecast here in right at 15 minutes.
We'll see you then, Chris. Interstate 75 is back open this afternoon after a crash involving 4 vehicles in southern Kentucky. A tractor-trailer jackknifed in Laurel County, leading to a chain reaction crash that left 5 people injured. As WKYT's Mark Barber explains, police believe slick road conditions were a factor. It's our top story at 4.
London police think this crash happened when a tractor-trailer hit a patch of snow and jackknifed. It's been quite some time since the snow stopped falling here, but police say this crash shows just how dangerous roads still are. The tractor-trailer jackknifed in the northbound lanes of I-75 near exit 41 around 7 this morning. The jackknife semi caused an SUV that was carrying 5 people to slide in front of another vehicle. That vehicle then crashed into the SUV, which flipped, throwing one person out of the vehicle. Medical helicopters flew 3 of the injured people to UK Hospital. 2 others were loaded into an ambulance and rushed to St. Joseph's Hospital in London. As crews worked to clear the wreck, they put suitcases that were thrown from the SUV back into the vehicle. We're told it had an Ohio license plate. Police hope this serious crash will serve as a serious warning for other drivers.
Use caution, keep speed as a factor, keep it slow, pay attention, and keep plenty of following distance between you and the vehicles in front of you and around you.
Police say even though 4 vehicles were involved in the crash, the 5 people who were hurt were all in the same vehicle, that SUV with Ohio tags. In Laurel County, Mark Barber, WKYT.
At this time, we still don't know how seriously injured those 5 people are. Police do tell us no children were hurt. As we mentioned, there is significant damage to marinas at Lake Cumberland from the winter storm. At Lee's Ford Marina in Pulaski County, a layer of ice combined with more than a foot of snow was too much for these covered docks. One completely collapsed, 2 more are partially collapsed, and a few others are sinking. It's still too dangerous for workers to get to the docks. They've been using large water hoses to try to knock the snow off the roofs. We'll have reaction from Pulaski County on WKYT News at 5. In Powell County, the winter storm is being blamed for causing a big sinkhole in Stanton. The mayor says a sewer line underneath Church Street burst due to the cold. It's believed to have leaked for a while. The massive hole didn't open up until Saturday night when a man driving a backhoe to a neighboring farm drove over it, causing the ground to give way.
We've had our share of water, you know, six wettest December on record, according to your all's news report. So, you know, it's been causes problems sometimes, but they show up, and we fix them and go on. That's part of the job.
Crews have now filled in the hole. The mayor says they'll put in pavement when it warms up. Church Street is expected to open sometime today. Our reporters are working on a number of other stories for WKYT starting at 4:30. Amber Philpott is in the newsroom with a look at some of the news in progress. Good afternoon, Amber.
Good afternoon to you, Jennifer. Many areas in southern and eastern Kentucky are still digging out from the historic winter storm. The weight of that snow is proving to be too much in many communities. More than a foot of snow fell in Wayne County, where several roof collapses are being reported. The back of McCutcheon's Antiques roof collapsed off of Kentucky 90. The owner says he's never had to file a claim with his insurance company and doesn't know what he's going to do now.
I don't know the exact amount, but they said we had between 18 and 20 inches. And when I come over the mountain Saturday morning and looked, this is what I saw. It was just a total mess.
We are also told an automotive place in Monticello lost its roof and that several chicken production plants also have damage. We'll have more from Wayne County ahead on WKYT News at 6. Lexington hip-hop artist Divine Karama and his wife will be making the nearly 400-mile trip to Flint, Michigan in order to deliver some fresh water. The married couple, along with many volunteers, spent most of the day yesterday filling a U-Haul with more than 500 cases of water that they'll be handing out to families in need. Flint's water became contaminated with too much lead after the city switched from Detroit's municipal water system and began drawing from the Flint River in 2014 to save money. Karama says knowing what the people of Flint are going through made him want to do this. That is a look at just some of the news in progress. Jennifer, back to you.
Thank you, Amber. Now to stories making headlines across the nation at 4. After this weekend's blizzard blanketed the East Coast, the slow process of digging out continues. At least 27 deaths are being blamed on the weather. Scott McLean has the latest from Washington.
It's a tale of two cities in the wake of this weekend's monster blizzard. New York is bouncing back quickly.
Things are not entirely normal today, but a lot of the city is operating well.
But it's a different story in Washington, where the mayor warns the district will be dealing with snow all week.
While we have made some progress, there is still a lot more to do.
D.C.'s head of emergency management calls the comparison between the two recoveries unfair.
I would ask you to say, are the roads cleared? And the schools may be open, and is it a safe situation for those children to get there? That's Mayor de Blasio's call and his folks advising him.
D.C. schools remain closed and federal buildings are shut down. The House of Representatives canceled votes for the whole week. And D.C.'s mayor says she'll be asking for federal help to dig out. Across the entire region, pooling water on roads likely to refreeze overnight is creating a new hazard, black ice. Meanwhile, air travelers are feeling the pain as airports slowly return to life. 12,000 flights have been canceled, including about 1,000 today.
8 cancellations, but you know they've been rolling all the cancellations over. So I'm thrilled to be getting out on time, headed back to New Orleans.
I had a nice little kind of like forced vacation in D.C., so it was good. It wasn't too bad.
In Washington, I'm Scott McLean reporting.
This afternoon, the search continues for 3 dangerous prisoners in Southern California. They made a daring escape Friday in Santa Ana using cutting tools and bed sheets to get out of the maximum security prison. The 3 men were in county custody facing charges for serious crimes. One of them is charged with murder. This is the first escape from the jail in more than 2 decades.
Escapes do occur from time to time. People in jail have a lot of time to sit around and think about ways to defeat our systems.
At this point, investigators say they don't know whether the men had any help escaping. Gas prices continue to drop what people are paying to fill up. Next in WKYT Money Watch. And Super Bowl 50 packing a pricey punch. How much tickets are going for next on WKYT News at 4.
I'm Alex Trebek. If you're age 50 to 85, I have an important message about security. Write down the number on your screen so you can call when I finish. The lock I want to talk to you about isn't the one on your door. This is a lock for your life insurance, a rate lock that guarantees your rate can never go up at any time for any reason. But be careful. Many policies you see do not have one. but you can get a lifetime rate lock through the Colonial Penn program. Call this number to learn more. This plan was designed with a rate lock for people on a fixed income who want affordable life insurance that's simple to get. Coverage options for just $9.95 a month, less than 35 cents a day. Act now, and your rate will be locked in for life. It will never increase. Guaranteed. This is lifelong coverage that can never be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Guaranteed. And your acceptance is guaranteed, with no health questions. You cannot be turned down because of your health. Call for your information kit and read about this rate lock for yourself. You'll also get a free gift with great information. Both are free, with no obligation. Don't miss out. Call for information, then decide. Read about the 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. Don't wait. Call this number now.
Call 1-800-440-4200 for your free information and a free gift. There's no obligation. That's 1-800-440-4200. Or visit us online at colonialpenn.com. That number again is 1-800-440-4200. 1-800-440-4200. Call now.
You're never far away from a new Toyota. Find the latest offers on your tablet. Check inventory on your phone. Toyota is everywhere you are at buyatoyota.com. Now, during Toyota's Anytime Anywhere event, get the bold 2016 Camry with 0 for 60 financing, plus $500 bonus cash. Get $1,250 customer cash or a $179 a month lease. So visit here and then come in here for your new Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
Clients come into the office. The government has said, no, I don't believe you. You're not disabled.
The major problem with Social Security disability is that most people who sign up are denied at the initial level. If your claim's denied, don't give up. Call us immediately. We'll appeal your case.
We can do an effective job of representing you that will get you the benefits that you deserve.
Call Morgan, Collins, and Yeast, 1-800-55-WILDCAT.
Keep up with the latest news on WKYT.com. Join the conversation on Twitter and become a part of the WKYT Facebook family.
On Wall Street, the Dow down 208 points as oil loses more than 5% and falls back to around $30 a barrel. The Dow closed at 15,885. The Nasdaq lost 73. Drivers continue to see plunging prices at the pump. The Lundberg survey says the average price of gas dropped 14 cents in the past 2 weeks. It's now $1.91 for a gallon. Here in Lexington, the average is even lower at $1.65 a gallon. But experts warn the price drop may soon end as crude costs start going up again. One big bank now employs more women than men. Barclays says 51% of its workers are now women, but men still make up the majority of top positions. Keurig wants to make its single-serve K-cups recyclable by the year 2020. Right now, the cups are made of mixed plastic and other materials, which makes it difficult to recycle them. The company says it's trying to see if using a more recyclable material will affect the taste. This year's Super Bowl is already a hot ticket. Right now, the average price of a ticket to the game between the Carolina Panthers and Denver Broncos is $5,178. That's according to ticket price tracker SeatGeek. 2 club seats near midfield have already sold for $12,100 each, making them the most expensive seats sold so far. WKYT is your home for Super Bowl 50. It'll be played in Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California on Sunday, February 7th.
Good afternoon, WKYT viewers. We're out and about today. Deanne's back at it. I'm back on. You hadn't seen me in a while, but it's an important day for us. Big game versus Tennessee tonight. Deanne and I are going to talk about it out and about next.
Hey, good thing for all those fans who are coming to Rupp. We're going to be talking about a little snow melt out there. Roads are in much better shape. We'll show you how that is a sign of things to come in just a moment.
from days before.
We are tracking a major winter storm that is going to try to shut down the Bluegrass State
To when the snow starts falling.
The snow has been piling up quickly.
And all of our resources, of course, at work today covering the situation.
Heavy amounts of snow on the tune of a quick inch or two every hour.
This is some of the hardest snow we've seen so far today.
When Kentucky weather is at its worst, WKYT works hard to keep you safe. WKYT stands for Kentucky.
Hi, Shane Huffman with the Neil Huffman Automotive Group, and we're celebrating the grand opening of Neil Huffman Honda in Frankfort, where you can get 2 brand new 2015 Honda Civics for just $449 a month. All those details are on our website, and remember, Huffman has it now in Frankfort.
If you've been injured in a slip and fall accident, I want to give you an important piece of advice. If you're able, make sure to take pictures of the dangerous condition which caused your injury. Once a repair is made or a substance is cleaned up, that evidence is lost forever. With technology today, evidence can be preserved immediately. If you have questions, give us a call. At Morgan & Morgan, we represent consumers. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
A home is the largest investment most families make. It's important to choose a contractor with the knowledge and experience to guide you through the home building process. From selecting the right lot to selecting the finishes that make your home unique, M.A. Conley Construction is by your side from beginning to end. Our experience brings value to every home we complete. M.A. Conley Construction, a Madison County family serving all of Central Kentucky.
You've upgraded all your old technology, so what about this? It's time to get into the new with Ford. New lets you see around corners. New gives you a hand when yours are full. New can practically park itself. New is Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get into a new Ford Escape with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $2,000 trade assist cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
At Golden Law Office, not only do we have extensive trial experience with large jury verdicts in Kentucky, we have resources and insight to handle cases that involve catastrophic injuries and death. At Golden Law Office, our results and resources allow us access to world-renowned experts. Remember, we handled cases for insurance companies for over 25 years. They often value your case based on the attorney you hire and the experts you retain. Put our experience, resources, and knowledge to work for you. Call us today for a free case evaluation.
Hi, Shane Huffman with the Neil Huffman Automotive Group, and we're celebrating the grand opening of Neil Huffman Honda in Frankfort, where you can get 2 brand new 2016 Honda Accords for just $499 a month. All those details are on our website, and remember, Huffman has it now in Frankfort.
Stay connected to the news that matters to you, like WKYT on Facebook. Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Well, a much better weather day out there across the region for this Monday, but of course when you're coming off of 1 to 2 feet of snow, temperatures that go below zero, anything, and I mean anything, is going to qualify as better weather, isn't it? Little snow melt going on. Take a look at the Mountain Parkway corridor. Last Friday, when I last showed you this same exact sky cam, boy, it was absolutely coming down. Road was covered. Now, road crews, hey, what a great weekend. A lot of hard work out there by our road crews, so give them a big hug. Give them a big thank you next time you see one. Temperatures with the winds into the upper 30s to low 40s. Those actual temperatures surging into the 40s this afternoon. Next 24 hours, tomorrow morning is likely to be warmer than what we have late afternoon into the evening. What will happen, we get a weak cold front in here, not a big time front. We'll have limited moisture in the form of some light rain showers, maybe a couple of leftover snowflakes tomorrow afternoon heading into the evening hours. Clouds are thickening up out there. Defender Radar Network has nothing of any consequence going on, so that's good news. Winds are cranking out ahead of this storm system. Colder air is coming in behind it, and it's that same southerly wind that boosts those temperatures a little bit. Notice how the numbers on this particular model come up tonight. This is likely a degree or two too chilly tomorrow morning. I expect many of us to wake up to 40 degrees. And then tomorrow afternoon, we get that little broken band of some rain to make its way through here. Notice how the numbers do indeed come down. Little wave of low pressure tries to develop along this boundary late tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. Notice a little band of pink. That could be some rain and or light snows, and especially across southeastern Kentucky tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. Potential is there for a period of some light snow. That'll get on out of town. Wednesday is just a typical chilly day in the Bluegrass State with temperatures right around the freezing mark. A lot of clouds around, maybe a snowflake or two. We go toward Thursday. 20s to start. By the afternoon, temperatures are warming back into the upper 30s to low 40s as we have one more little system that will dive its way on in from northwest to southeast as we go into Friday and Saturday. Long range call, though. We're going to mild it up this weekend. By Sunday, 50s are likely across the Bluegrass State. But we're going to see a big temperature gradient setting up across the country. What's happening now, think of this pattern that we've been in for the past 2 or 3 weeks is taking a halftime. If you're making this a sporting event, it's halftime coming up. So colder air is going to kind of gather again across Canada and the northern tier of states. That's going to turn us mild for a little bit into Sunday and Monday. Then what will happen, we'll get a big storm that races across the Ohio Valley with much colder air coming in behind that as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So moral of the story, yes, this pattern is going to skew milder over the next week and change. But again, I think it's a break in the action with winter fighting back big time as we go toward the middle of next week. This weekend and into Monday, temperatures will likely surge deep into the 50s across most areas. Much better looking out on the roads right now than when we last heard from Officer Don on Friday. Let's get a check on how things are moving right now. Here is Officer Don.
Well, Chris, we start off with the wide view of Lexington traffic flow in real time, and nothing significant happening on the overall picture. However, we do have a collision working right now that's causing some trouble on Richmond Road. It's inbound Richmond Road at North Eagle Creek. 2 inbound lanes are blocked. They're diverting traffic just down the road at Yorkshire, so that crash will impact the next few minutes. Now, as far as drive times go, other than that, that one, of course, is inbound, outbound, looking good toward Richmond on I-75, across the Claysbury Bridge, toward Winchester, Paris. Everything looks normal. Now back to the studio.
What a difference sunshine and a few days can make.
Yeah, and the road crews out there. Great job.
Absolutely. Well, the UK women's basketball team is getting ready to take on the Tennessee Volunteers tonight.
Deanne Stevens is out and about with Coach Matthew Mitchell. It's been a long few weeks, folks. Coach Mitchell, Deanne, take it away.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. We are here at the Joe Kraft Center. We're in Coach Matthew Mitchell's office where I've been giving him a few tips, and he's like, no, Deanne, that's not how we're going to win the game. We need to do it over here, and this is a good
that play won't work, Deanne. We got to do it. We have to do something different than that.
Well, to win tonight.
You got to stick to TV. You got to stay off of this right here.
You know, leave the coaching to you.
Hey, maybe I should get on TV. I don't know.
Maybe you should. I said you could just take the microphone and do this for me. People love listening to you, as well as, I don't know whether your players love listening to you or not, but they're going to tonight, right? A big game.
The big game tonight. Tennessee's always a big rivalry game for us, and it's important in the conference race, and so we need a big crowd out here tonight. So if you don't have plans tonight, come on down and buy some tickets and come in and watch us play Tennessee.
Roads are clear, parking lots are clear. They got a place for you to come on down and cheer on our UK Hoops team. Coach Mitchell, I love this about you. I said, so you guys are like ranked 9th, and you're like, I don't even know what we're ranked. And I said, well, what's Tennessee ranked? And to me, as a fan, I watch that. Right. As a coach, you don't.
Well, the rankings tonight have really nothing to do with the game. It's about how our players play against their players, and so we're happy to be ranked high and having a good season. That's fantastic. But I guess what I'm saying is it doesn't really have much to do with how we prepare for Tennessee tonight.
How are we going to win?
We need it to be a fast-paced game, and we just need to play with a lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm, and people coming out to the game and a big crowd. That'll help fuel us, and that help us win.
All right, come on out.
The fans could actually help us win tonight.
Yeah, and don't take the tips that I gave you. I don't blame you.
Don't, please. Don't. All you young aspiring coaches out there.
Don't listen to Deanne is what he's saying. But listen to this. Come on out. 7 o'clock is game time. Our University of Kentucky women's basketball team taking on Tennessee here at Memorial Coliseum. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you guys.
Hope there's a great crowd tonight. Thank you, Deanne. We are tracking a consumer alert involving packaged salads that may be in a lot of refrigerators. That's ahead in Better Living. And pediatricians are asking hospitals to take special care with their newborns. That's coming up on WKYT. Jackpot is $48 million, and Wednesday night's Powerball jackpot is $75 million.
As a Health Mart pharmacist, I'm committed to helping you and your wallet stay healthy.
He helped us understand our Medicare Part D insurance, saving us money for more date nights.
My prescription savings all go to this guy.
Medicare drug plans can change every year. Ask your local Health Mart pharmacist how you can save money and stay healthy.
To find a locally owned Health Mart, visit healthmart.com. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Torture of an elderly woman in a nursing home.
Her grandmother was being abused. Nationwide, about 1 in 3 homes have been cited for abuse.
Nursing home abuse happens daily, and our loved ones need protection. If you or someone you love has experienced nursing home abuse, call 800-800-4600. If your loved one has suffered from malnutrition, dehydration, broken bones, or bed sores, don't wait. Call Hughes and Coleman. Call 800-800-4600. You need to act now.
Do you have to get in a car accident for your insurance to matter? What if you could get help with more often? You can when you're a member and your insurance is AAA.
Look into the sky with all the beautiful color, but there's more than just for me, so gonna share it with another. I got to show, to give, let out. I want to sing and shout. Take a look and say, oh, 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 oh.
Mamma Mia, Broadway's smash hit musical featuring 22 of ABBA's greatest hits. Mamma Mia, you already know you're gonna love it.
February 4th through 7th at the Lexington Opera House.
Hi, I'm Travis Morgan with North Broadway Auto Sales. We've been in business for over 20 years. We've got over 200 cars in inventory and thousands of happy customers.
At North Broadway Auto Sales, we never put GPS tracking devices on our cars.
Why pay $500 a month on another car lot when you come here and pay as low as $250 a month?
At North Broadway Auto Sales, everybody rides.
En North Broadway Auto Sales, todos manejan.
It's time to beat the Gators in Kentucky Blood Center's Big Blue Slam, January 25th through the 29th. Donate blood, save lives, and support Kentucky. You can also donate Thursday, January 28th at Rupp Arena and take a shot on the court. Visit kybloodcenter.org for details.
It's time for better living, health, education, and consumer news that impacts your life. A voluntary recall has been issued for several brands of prepackaged salads that could be linked to a deadly listeria outbreak. 12 people have become sick in 6 states, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. At least one person has died. Jason Colthorpe has the consumer alert.
Yes, it's scary. I mean, and you could die? Of course it's scary.
Quality control is always on the top of everyone's list, but sometimes things slip through.
Shoppers reacting to packaged salads found to have listeria. Now the Dole Springfield, Ohio plant is pulling back all brands processed there, which include Dole, Fresh Selections, and Simple Truth, which are Kroger generic brands, Market Side, the Walmart generic, the Little Salad Bar sold at Aldi, and President's Choice.
I'm not a fan of unpasteurized, uncooked foods if you don't wash them yourselves.
And that's problem number one, according to Dr. Frank McGeorge. Another problem is listeria is an unusual bacteria.
It can actually grow in slightly cooler temperatures. So even though something is refrigerated, listeria, unlike most other bacteria, can actually still grow.
Listeria primarily hits pregnant women, newborns, older adults, and people with weak immune systems hardest, with symptoms similar to the flu.
Listeria infections don't pop up right away. Sometimes they can take weeks or even months to occur. So the number of cases may not have multiplied immediately, and so it might have taken a little bit of time for investigators to figure out the source, trace everyone down.
More than 20 countries have now reported cases of the Zika virus. The World Health Organization says the virus expected to spread across all of Latin America and the Caribbean. The mosquito-borne illness has been linked to a birth defect that causes an abnormally small head. The CDC is warning pregnant women to avoid traveling to countries that have been affected. The American Academy of Pediatrics is warning hospitals that even routine medical procedures can cause significant pain to newborns. The group is recommending hospitals find ways to minimize the number of those procedures. Research shows repeated exposure to pain may create changes in brain development that can last into childhood. For more health, education, and consumer news, go to WKYT.com and click on Better Living. Now let's head over to Chris. The sun is out and it is a warmer afternoon, a chance to melt some of this snow.
Yeah, it's going to take a little while when you're talking about 1 to 2 feet of snow on the ground from the past weekend for many of us, but it's a slow process. You don't want to melt that stuff too quickly, and we're getting in on some melting this afternoon with temperatures into the 40s. Look at Florence. Not a flake of snow on the ground from that big weekend storm. Everybody else, though, dealing with snow that is still out there, and it's going to be there for a little while. Defender Radar Network, nothing going on across central and eastern Kentucky. We've got a weak front that is on the move, and I do mean weak. That will bring a couple of raindrops in here late tonight, early tomorrow. And then tomorrow afternoon will actually be colder than what you wake up with tomorrow morning. Temperatures kind of going in reverse. Not a big shot of cold, seasonal.
All right. We're glad you're with us here on WKYT. Sam, Dick, and Amber Philpott are next at 4:30.